All right, my hair's looking good. We're blunt bastards, and you're listening to the funniest news of the week. Let's kick the baby. All right, Paul Fast and Furious Walker, who left for the heavens in 2013 in a Fast and Furious car crash, is back in news. His 1994 Toyota Supra, trust me, doesn't look like that picture anymore. It's shambles, but it's just got sold for over 4 crore rupees. If anyone thinks dumping 4 crores on a 27-year-old beaten down dump of a car is totally crazy, let me tell you, there are a lot of crazy motherfuckers out there buying a lot of crazy fucking shit. Now, let's start with this one. This is one of my favorites. Queen's underwear. This lady, Queen Victoria, she's like 67,000 years old. Her undies, unwashed undies, this is her undies actually, sold for over 12 lakh rupees. They were never washed. There's kind of people out there. Britney Spears chewed chewing gum and used pregnancy test, also sold for lakhs, and so was Scarlett Johansson's snotty tissue. She's like, all right, people are like, oh, I'm just gonna give it lakhs and lakhs of rupees for this thing. And I love the next one. James Blunt, who's only known for one song, You Are Beautiful. He probably sings better than me, definitely. He was so addicted to eBay, selling things on eBay, that he once sold his sister to a guy named Guy Harrison, who eventually married her. And he was, by the way, very rich. So truth sure is stranger than fiction, right? Stranger, danger than fiction. And this crazy. Yeah. I don't know. That's probably his sister. And the last one, I've saved it for the. This is the best one. I've saved it for the last. A banana taped to a fucking wall, like this one, this thing. It probably worth like 20 rupees, less than that. It was sold for $120,000, which is almost 1 crore rupees. Now, fuck me, I don't even say sorry, because I am patiently waiting for some rich bitch to buy my banana. Not the banana in my pants, I mean that you can buy as well, but the one on this taped on the wall. Can you not see it? It's there. Where is it? Where's my hand? Okay, I'll just take the camera closer. Can you see it? Can you see it? Where is it?
Yeah.
Can the freaking thing see it? Like it's here. Can you see the banana? That's the banana. It's been taped to the wall. It hasn't ripened. It's been taped for last, like now you can see it right behind me. I don't know, I get my angles wrong. Where is the hand? I can't get it. Like here, somewhere. So please buy this I'll sell it for 1 lakh rupees also. Please buy it. So, Vikram, do you have anything? Otherwise, I have another lot of brother-sister stuff for the news.
No, let's move on. I think this.
All right. So, Gwyneth Paltrow, as you know, and Coldplay's lead singer Chris Martin, they were married for 11 years, had a lot of dirty sex, and made 2 kids together. Now, here's what Gwyneth had to say about her ex-husband. He's like my brother. Let me repeat that. He's like my brother. She continues, I love him. I'm so grateful to him for giving me these kids. Now, Bikram, I'm not somebody who gets uncomfortable easily, but openly calling the father of your 2 children your brother is so blatantly incestuous that even it gives me the jeepers creepers. Now, it also makes me wonder what my ex-girlfriends are calling me after breakup. Of course, they're calling me all the bad stuff, but that I expect. But hopefully, they're not calling me their brother. So, yeah.
So this is not really shocking to me because I don't know. I've lived through college, and in India, when boyfriends invite their girlfriends to their home, they tell their house owners that they are my sisters. So I think it's very common here.
But they're just fucking with other people. This is for real. Gwyneth doesn't have to say. Gwyneth is not in some Bihar or Asansol or Dhanbad. She genuinely means this stuff. This is just crazy shit. So, but I totally get that. We have to like pretend they're always our sisters. People are living together. They're like, this is my sister, but they're living together. So this is just weird. But that's the way people have to do it.
Common, and we are more forward thinking than American people, I guess.
Of course. Gwyneth, I don't know where she's from. Alright, Anupam Kher is back, bitches, in the news. He said yoga has not only kept me physically balanced, but also has given me the mental strength to deal with any situation. Yoga is India's. I love every time the nationalism always comes in. Yoga is India's unique gift to the world. Now, you can see his pictures. And also then you can see my pictures. My yoga is definitely better than yours. My yoga is better than yours, Anupam Yoga, because Anupam Yoga, my yoga studio is called Yummy Mummy Yoga Studio. See, it's simple as that. I gave free classes to all the hot girls with big boobs and amazing girls, and all the fatties, not her, it's about to come, yes, all the fatties who do yoga, they pay twice. She was supposed to do yoga, but I think she fell asleep or she died. We don't know, but we'll charge her. Don't worry about that. So this is our deal. What is your deal on yoga? If you have anything to add we're matching today, matchy buddies. Red.
Yeah. So yeah, I think before Anupam uncle said this, I thought our greatest gift to the world was zero, the number zero, and Priyanka Chopra. But yeah, it makes
Sunny Leone. Yeah, to the porn world.
Yeah, but I think yoga makes sense, and yoga is really great, and you should do it, but you choose your guru wisely. And I'm bringing this up because I want to this is a personal thing. I want to take this opportunity to explain everyone that I am not related to Bikram Yoga in any way. You might have heard if you are in US, and that was one of the reason why I ran away from US, because everyone was asking me, are you related to him? I started getting really ugly ugly hate mails and some really interesting fan mails as well. But anyway, the thing is that I'm not related to Bikram Yoga. Yes, his name also starts with B. My name also starts with B. But just look at him. I can't pull this look. I can't be in underwear in front of all these 50, 100, 2000, I don't know how many very lightly dressed people. So he is not anywhere related to me. So stop asking me again and again. This is on record, and this I'll make a video and put it out there. So yeah, that's
all right. Nobody believe him because he lies all the time. He's related to them and he's calling that underwear. That was definitely a thong, because I wear underwear. Trust me, underwears don't look like that. This is like, when you look at it, you can see everything. That's not underwear. All right, let's move on to the next one. This actress, Manisha Lamba, you might not know her, but she's done a couple of movies 10 years ago. She said, when I moved to Bombay at first, I used to live in a PG like everybody else, but my landlady one day accused me. That's not how she looks, that's how she looks on Instagram. So one day she accused me of stealing money. I vacated within 2 days. It was a question of honor. I love honor. I love it, just like Donald Trump. But I'm a shameless creep by birth, and it's very difficult to be both honorable and a shameless creep at the same time. Now, I also remember once I lived in Bombay and I lived in a PG, my landlady also accused me of sleeping with her daughter. Now, straight away, I had to lie. So I said, that's not possible. I told her, that's not possible. I'm fully gay. Then straight away she accused me of sleeping with her son. I really couldn't catch a break, man. I couldn't catch a break. So at the end, what happened that people like, oh, did you vacate the house like Manisha? No, I did not vacate the house within 2 days. In fact, I overstayed my lease, didn't pay last month rent, stole the cylinder, stole the carpet, stole the mattress, stole the door fucking bell as well. That's how cheap I am. And then I also slept with landlady's daughter, which I hadn't done when she had accused me of it. But what the heck, I was already charged with a crime. So I thought might as well break the bed with the daughter. So I did. So that was pretty neat, and then I left eventually. They're still chasing after me for that rent and her daughter's virginity. I told them she was not a virgin, but they just don't believe it because their daughter said, I'm virgin. In fact, now she's married, she's again saying she's a virgin. So she said she's virgin for the 78th time to 78 people. So which is amazing Indian culture. That's why you said that, she is always sister. She's probably saying I'm her brother also. Just a brother. All right. So
so something similar happened to me, but it was the other way around. My house owner was intruding in my private life, and I think he was even trying to see what we are doing when we used to live in a PG, and I think he took some pictures also. So yeah, I also had to vacate the house because of my honor. So yeah, I think we should look at that.
At least one of us has the honor, so good enough. 50% is good enough. 50% is as far as has ever got in anything in life, including all the tests and exams. Okay. Now let's move on to somebody else. If you've seen our other podcasts, we thought Dabu Ratnani and KRK are they make the world's most ridiculous claims. You are so wrong. Abhijit, this is the guy, you might know him. He has not sung a song since 1999. Claimed that his songs for Akshay Kumar made him a star. He said when Akshay was launched, he was known as Garibo Ka Mithun Chakraborty. I'm so fucking old. I've never heard this term. I don't know. He just made it up. Like, was he in the washroom?
Yeah.
He made, and it says, then I sang songs for him and I made Akshay a star. I also believe Abhijit's songs are the reason why Donald Trump became the US president. His songs also inspired all the scientists worldwide to create vaccine for coronavirus. Someone please give this person a Nobel Prize in talking shit through his ass and declare him the greatest singer ever, even bigger than Bob Dylan and Elvis fucking Presley. Because this is how amazing you are, Abhijit. I listen to your songs all day long, except I have no idea which songs you have sung. Because people have forgotten you. And now you make such ridiculous claim like you made Akshay Kumar the star. I'm not even sure that you sang any Akshay Kumar. If I remember anything, you sang like a couple of songs for Shah Rukh Khan, which was really popular. I just don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, I think yeah, he did sing some songs for him, and they were really popular. But I don't understand this term "Garibo ka Mithun Chakravarti" because as far as I remember, Mithun Chakravarti did very B-grade, low-tier movies like this, right? And
Yeah.
you can't really go below.
Jala ke raat kar dunga.
What is
Shapat, 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 shapat.
Yeah, so I mean, how can you become Garibo ka Mithun Kumar, where Mithun Chakravarti, sorry.
You don't even know his name. Kumar. That's your surname. Kumar.
Yeah.
Bikram Kumar
actually-
Yoga.
Actually, his actual name is some Raja or something.
Raja.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, my point is that I mean, if you would have said that he was Garibo ka Amitabh Bachchan or something, then I can understand. But I mean, Mithun Chakravarti was already doing movies like this, right? So how can
Mithun was Garibo ka Amitabh, by the way, at some point in time.
Correct. So yeah, I mean it's totally ridiculous, and Abhijit does that every now and then. After 2-3 years, he comes and says something ridiculous.
Yeah, after he hates all the Pakistani singers.
Yeah, correct. That one also.
He does that, right? All right.
Yeah.
So let's move on. Let's move on to one of our favorite gay boys, Karan Johar. Now, Karan Johar is a dedicated father. So on Father's Day, which happened a couple of days ago, he put out a note for his children, and he said, "I want to raise Yash and Ruhi as individuals and never stereotype them by gender." Now, in simple words, he's saying like whenever I put them in school or send them anywhere, I don't want them to choose by gender. So even if they go to the washroom. So he's saying that he wants to have no children, no he or she, nothing attached to them. Now I'm really hoping when his daughter Ruhi grows up, and trust me, nothing against you, Ruhi, you look like a white person. He's not racist, that's why he only got white kids, not dark kids. So Kejo, you're an amazing person, because all the kids who were sitting there, these are the whitest people you could have found. And look at the other guy, he looks like he was like Brad Pitt's son, man. So I really hope Karan Johar's daughter grows up and he encourages her to share washrooms and change rooms with creepy fucking men in public toilets, bars and spas and gym fucking lockers. Trust me, the men there do not look like this guy, Ryan Gosling. They look like this guy. That's how they look. Disgusting and yummy. And I also hope that he enlists his daughter in the men's kickboxing, men's UFC, men's wrestling, men's WWE, men's rugby, men's American football, and Ruhi will instantly get a hard-ass reality check, and she will know within seconds that gender isn't a social construct, it's real as male breasts. And I've seen male breasts, trust me, it's not pretty. It just puts you off sex. That's probably what happened to Gandhi. He saw male breasts, he's like, okay, I'm done. I'm pretty much done for her. Now, also for his son, I really hope he makes his son wear lipstick, skirts and blouses in high school. Boy, Kejo's boy is going to be super, super fucking popular. And I really mean it in a very, very terrible way. This is not right, because gender is real. You cannot just not have gender. Because if you're living in Bombay, yes. If you're living in some cult in Oregon in Osho times, maybe fine. But no, not in Bombay, not in Bandra, not in Churchgate. You have to do it. What do you think? Right. You're also raising your daughter without gender? No gender?
No. I already told that this is getting too far for me to understand. And the one thing which I thought about this was it's really going to be difficult to learn English in future. Like, how would grammar work? I don't understand. It's very difficult for me to understand.
They are coming to my house. They will sit here.
So yeah,
they want napkins. They want sanitary pads. Like, what is they are women? Or no, they're not women. They just want sanitary pad. Don't limit them by gender. Just give them sanitary pad.
Later on, we'll call them it also. Like, it is coming. Or, I don't know. English is anyway very hard for me, and now then these things are happening. So it's very difficult. Very difficult. Yeah.
I sold 2 of my kidneys I had 3 to just learn English. Now this is happening to me. I want to sue Karan Johar, take all his movies. Alright, I don't want to watch the movies, I just want to sell them and make some money out of it. So just to clarify, I don't want your movies, okay? I just want to sell them. Okay, then the final news, one of our favorite, particularly Bikram's favorite, Bikram Yoga's favorite. Very disappointed after, Shane Warne was very disappointed after New Zealand squad was declared for WTC final. He said, I am very fucking disappointed in New Zealand not playing a spinner. His English is really poor, by the way, as this wicket is going to spin big with huge foot marks developing already. Remember, if it seems, he's trying to say seam like S-E-A. He's written S-E-E. He's just from some village. It will spin and there's no comma. India make anything more, I don't know what kind of English is that. India make anything more than 275, 300. This match is over unless weather comes in. Now, after that, a troll came in and questioned Warnie's understanding of spin. He said, Shane, do you understand how spin works? The pitch gets dry. This guy's English is even worse, and both of them they live in Western world. This pitch won't get dry because for the rest of the test, there is due to be rain. Okay. Just in case you guys don't know who the hell Shane Warne is, he's a great bowler. He has taken 1001 international wickets, including 708 test wickets. Not right now when Jasprit Bumrah, after taking 55 wickets, becomes the greatest bowler on earth. Then he takes 0 wicket. Sorry for trolling on Bumrah. Also want to let you know this troll was me. And I love being a troll. I have a simple mantra. When you don't have any talent, which is me, become a troll. So this is what I was. Bikram, mic over to you for the final word on this thing.
I don't believe it was you because the tweet was deleted. If it was you, wouldn't have deleted that tweet. And I simply think that there was a misunderstanding. I don't think he was talking about the spin bowling. He was talking about the lattu spin. Right?
Let's spin top, please, guys.
So spin top, right? So I think he was talking about that. And if you read his tweet in that context, it totally makes sense. Like if it rains, you can't play with your spin top. So I think that's the reason. It's all a misunderstanding, I'm sure.
This is just crazy. So we hope, Abhijit, you make somebody else a superstar as well. Hopefully it's me and Bikram. Bikram is already famous because of yoga. And I really hope other people also, leave their PG because they get accused for their honor. Bikram, you definitely will. I am not one of those people. I do not have any honor and I don't care about that. And let's say if Dabbu Ratnani and KRK make any further claims, or Abhijit also comes up with somebody, and let's wait. But for Karan Johar, we'll have to wait for a long time to see how his daughter and son grow up. I really hope they abandon him, because internationally you can actually abandon your parents and still take their money, like it's called something else. And I hope that happens, because she will be thanking us for pointing this out, that you need to have gender. And Shane Warne, you're a legend, and so are we are self-proclaimed legends. All wear reds. And India's 5-match test series is coming up, which we are not going to talk about right now, but there's going to be a podcast coming up and we will be trolling the fuck out of the Indian team, because right now they are not looking good and it's going to be a fucking 5-0 unless they get their act straight. Bikram, I told you beforehand, do not choose the team on emotion. You said this is the team which has gotten us to a WTC final, and this is the team which fucking brought us to the ground against New Zealand, who had never won anything, who, in fact, New Zealand until 1890 were known as, the country's name was runners-up. They lost even there was only one team, they were still runners up because they could not be. It was like all the runners up from Australia. Like Australia was created when from England all the convicts were sent. New Zealand was created when all the runners up were sent from Australia. That's how the land was created. These people have never won anything and they won World Test Championship. This is just crazy. Sorry, that's a very good note to end this, and we'll see you soon on the funniest news, and it will keep getting funnier. Thanks to you. Take care, like and subscribe, and have a good weekend. Respect. Buy the banana, please buy the banana. I'll take the money, cash, Paytm, anything. Bye bye.
Bye bye.